Hello, good evening. So it's like good afternoon, good morning. It's 4 p.m. Okay, so 4 a.m. Okay, so today I'm here to talk about a word, and another one is discussion essay. How we can actually understand that what you need to do in terms of discussion essay. So what are the parts? What are how you need to write, and what you actually even to do in such kind of writing. So first we starts with our video with word. So our today's word is pretty much simple. You can say that bifurcate. It's like bi. Sounds like B, but it sounds like B. It's like B, but it's actually pronounced like bi. Okay, so you have to understand that this is not the B, this is the bi. So bifurcate. Okay, you know that bicarbonate. Okay, sodium bicarbonate, bisulfate. These are the names. So it's a like of bi. If I write in Bangla, that is like bi. It's not B. So you know that big is actually like B, where I say that big. Okay, bean is like B, but it's not like it's a bicarbonate. It's like BY. It's like bicarbonate. Okay, so bifurcate is the one which means something. Let's understand by analyzing this. Okay, so bifurcate actually means split. Split into something. Split into something. It's like separation. It's like separating or separation or separating. It's like segregating. Segregating. You often heard this word. Okay, so separating is common one. Segregation is a kind of market segregation. Okay, so there are four types of segregation. Age basis, on the age basis, kids like this, adults like this, teens like this, and more old people like this. So fourth kind of segregation. It also depends on environmental segregation. So some people like cars, some people like food. So different kind of ages and different kind of segregation happen in market analysis. So bifurcate is like that one. Okay, bifurcate means split into different sectors, split into some point. Why does that mean that, and how can you actually understand that? Okay, for example, if we say that John has taken the water samples from the point where the water, or like sorry, where the river bifurcates. So it's a like context given, and you have to have the idea to understand that. Okay, so for example, sorry, this is the example. John has taken the water sample, so he needs to experiment something, so that's why he takes sample from the river, from the point where the river bifurcates. So he takes the water. It's like this is the river, this is a river, and he take the sample from here, from this point, because at that point the water, the river bifurcates. That means they separate, they split into two different parts. One water is pure, or another water is dirty, or one water is white color, another water is green color, or is like a blue color. So this is the point, this is the point where the water bifurcates. That means split into something. Split into two. Split means separating into some things. We know that dividing something. So this is the one bifurcates. You can understand by this sentence making. Another one is, which is our very important one, which is like, okay. So bifurcate is like, I know that biology is common. Biology. We know that biology is like bio. Okay, so quite different to understand that. Okay, biology is sulfur. Okay, biology and sulfuric acid plus segregate. Okay, biology is a topic of biology where we actually talk about animals and living animals, living things and non-living things. We talk about living things and non-living things, especially plants are non-living things, and animals are humans are living things. Okay, so biology is that one, and sulfuric acid is all about chemistry. So biology plus chemistry and plus segregate. Segregate is separating. So you need to separate the biological elements and the chemistry. It's like chemical elements. So this is the it's like an experimental or something like that one to understand your vocabulary or your knowledge about biology and chemistry science. So it's like that one. So bifurcate can be understand in such a way that biology and sulfuric acid in our campus or in our college, we have biology and sulfuric acid combination, and our teacher told us to, or like tell us to segregate them in such a way that anyone can understand that this is the biological thing and this is the chemical or chemistry related thing. So in such a way you can understand that bifurcating, like it's like a bifurcate test, you can say that. Like they're given protein fiber, and they're also given you calcium chloride. So you need to separate this is the biological part and this is the chemical part, sorry, calcium chloride. So in such a way you can say that a bifurcate test is going to be happen in our college campus. Okay, bifurcate is like splitting something into different category. Okay, they are giving you some animals or some chemicals, you have to separate them, you have to put the biological elements on the biological container, and you have to put the chemical related things on the chemical container. So bifurcate can be understandable in such a way. Okay, so this is the basic one, and there are many kind of things you can actually understand. Bin, sulfur plus abdicate. What does abdicate means? Abdicate is meant to remove something. Okay, so bin is like a wastage, it's like waste bin, or you can say the dust bin, where you put the wastage you have done. Sulfur is a kind of element, and abdicate is like to remove something. So bin, sulfur, abdicates, that means like you have the bin, you have to remove the sulfur, that means you have to split the sulfur from that bin. Abdicate is meant to remove the, so you have to remove the sulfur elements from the bin, and that means remove. Okay, remove the sulfur element from the bin. It's a kind of critical thinking one. Okay, so this is the one you can actually answer. Like bifurcate is also that one. So you can understand that any word can be split into some, I have mentioned that any word can be bifurcate into any kind of words. So that's how you can learn words. So this is all about bifurcate. So there are synonyms related with bifurcate. You can understand that bisect. So bisect is like bisection. Section by section, you can understand that by section you need to go there section by section, split into section by section. Bisect is common word in biological terms. Oh, the divide can be also learned, and segregate, I have mentioned that segregate and separation can be also be a term for this bifurcate. I will not write anything about that, but I will discuss it with you. Okay, so by discussion is it. So discussion is like there you need to understand that there are three kind of things in discussion is. Either you have to agree with the positive ones, or you have to disagree with the negative ones, or you have your own opinion. You can give it in such a way that the readers will understand, the examiners will understand that, oh, you know the something. For example, if I say that water kind of thing, so there is a question they ask you that water is an essential part of our daily life. So some people think that water should be stored, or there should be strict control on water supply, and whereas or in differently, there are some people think that, oh, this is not the good idea, there is no need to control the water, we have access abundance amount of water, or our resources can never be finished, our limitless resources. And these are the two options, these are the two opinions they are giving, and you can add up your third options. You can say that first idea is good one, but strict control is not a good idea, because if we control that, if we strictly control something, if we try to control our it's like especially in terms of our parenting, if you try to control your child in such a way strictly, they will become bad, or they will try to do something bad, going beyond your reach. Okay, so they will not tolerate you at some point of your life. So they will become arrogant, they will become ferocious kind of thing. These are like the dangers. Okay, so these are the things. So water is essential, we know that, but strict control is not necessary, and strict control can be harmful for mass generation. But at the same time, it is a bad idea to think that water is enough in our surroundings. No, water is not enough, but we need water. We need water for any kind of activities. We from morning to till night we need water. There is no other option. We are always using water. There is hardly you can find anyone who don't use water. Any person who live a decent life, they are using water. Any kind of person. Okay, so this is the essential or necessity of water. So we can't control it like giving only one day water, or something that comes up with our mind that only 2 times a day or 3 times a day. It will make our life harder, and people will get frustrated with that. Instead of these, we can do something else. So these are the two options, the other two opinions that was asked by the questioner, but we have our own opinions. We can get our own opinions. So these are kind of three parts. You can write it in three parts. Firstly, you can agree with the first one, that strict control is a good idea, the government should do this. Or you can also agree with the second idea, that strict control is not a good idea. People have their own rights to use water as much as they want, because the resources are not limited. And the third option, which is like your opinion, you can say that moderate answer. You can levelize the both opinion, like you can agree with the strict control, but it should be moderate level, it should be control level in such a way that is understandable. So this is all about discussion, as I will discuss it later, because azan is given, so I have to pray for azan. Thank you.